I bet none of y'all saw this one coming. Yeah, so Sepultura is coming to an end, and I just heard them for the first time right when they're about to end. So that's pretty cool. So this all started many, many, many moons ago when a little band called Trivium covered Slave New World, and I thought, wow, this song's pretty good. And then I never heard the original. Fast forward to like a month ago, where I saw this video on Drumeo of this guy playing Roots Bloody Roots for the first, like, without hearing it. I mean, they have like a whole series of like people playing songs they never heard of, and it's pretty fun. So I watched that video and I thought, yo, this song fucking rips. And I set out to listen to everything else. So that's why we're here today. I'm not going to talk about the EP, obviously, because if I had to talk about that EP, I have to talk about the rest of them, and I don't really feel like it, because there's already 15 albums, and that's enough. So I'll listen to it. I'll talk about the end of the year, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, as I just said, I just started listening to this band, so that means I have zero biases whatsoever. So if you came here to hear me shit on some Derek Green Sepultura, you're in the wrong place, my friend. So with all that being said, let's shit on some Derek Green Sepultura. In a whopping last place is going to be Against. And man, I felt nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a single moment on this whole record was even remotely memorable. I mean, that's, I guess, what happens when your main songwriter leaves and all the personality just went along with them. This is the first album without post Max, and it really shows. Holy fuck. There's not a single memorable moment in this whole album. Actually, scratch that. Boycott is pretty memorable in how fucking trash it was. But I mean, the record does have Jason Newsted on it. Like, you could hear him a little bit doing some backup vocals. So that at least makes the record 20% cooler. God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you understand that joke. I apologize. I apologize. But yeah, fuck this album. Never want to hear it again. Just more bullshit with Nation. Dude, I was so, like... I was really worried the whole rest of the discography was going to be like this. Because, man, did it go rough. But, I mean, the opener and Tribe to a Nation were like, okay. But then you have dumbass songs like Umakura and One Man Army. And then we have Politrix, which I think is straight up the worst song in the discography. Dead Kennedys dude really screwed that one up. And then the last track, Valido, was cool, I guess. I mean, little orchestral piece, kind of weird ending the record with that, but that's fine. But yeah, this is slightly better than Against, but not by very much. Humble beginnings is the saying for their first album. And let me be very clear that the only reason this is at number 13 is because it sounds so fucking bad. Oh my lord, the guitar tones for real, dude. Especially when there's a lead. Holy God, I don't know how the fuck anyone can listen to this shit. There's just no getting around it. It is one of the worst sounding records I ever heard in my life. But you can at least hear there are good songs in there. Like War, Empire of the Damned, they're just buried under an avalanche of painful sounds. Holy fuck. But there is another way. There is another way. Thankfully, Max and Igor, in their latest project, have re-recorded both the first two albums. And I listened to both of those. And man, if I was putting those into the equation, I mean, easily, at least in the top 10 for sure. But we have to talk about Sepultura and remove that. And as far as the original version goes, God, no, please. I don't want to hear that anymore. But I will fuck with the re-recorded versions, for sure. Alright, so we're getting a little better with Kairos. You know, I like the main riff and dialogue. It had some really, really cool chords underneath that. Seethe is pretty good. Besides the last track, which is a complete waste of time, the second half of the record really picks up. Born Strong and Embrace a Storm also has some really solid riffs. And yeah, it's getting a little decent, but still not impressive. Okay, so Roarback obviously followed Against the Nation and was definitely a little bit big step up, that's for sure. There's a few decent songs on here, but yeah, none of them are really terrible, but like it is the most middle of the road record I think this discography has to offer. Like it's fine, it's listenable, but it is very forgettable. Okay, once again, the only reason Schizophrenia is down here is because, like its debut, it sounds pretty bad. But it is getting better. It is getting better. Like, the intro to Rip, bro. Like, the bass drum, like, clipping the mic. It's just, it's painful. But yeah, like, From the Past, Comes the Storms, and Escape to the Void are both really solid songs. Like I mentioned with Morbid Visions, just listen to the re-recorded version. It is so much fucking bad. I mean, the only annoying thing about those two is the vocals sound like they were recorded in a cave. But other than that, everything else is just, it's so much better. Up next, we have the mediator between the fuck and the dumbass title. And this, much like Roarback, is pretty... This is like the best record that I don't give a shit about. Like, the drums are insane on it. It's super heavy, but honestly, I really felt nothing. Like, compared it to, like, the rest of the Eloy records, it was just the one that was just... It was really good, but I don't give a shit. And their final album, Quadra, coming in next. And, yeah, I mean, they were definitely, like... right towards the end, they were really like blown off on all cylinders, and yeah, I mean, I for what it was pretty good, honestly. Like Isolation, really good song. The blasting in Last Time was really gnarly. Guardians of the Earth has that really cool choir and synth part, and the solo section was also really good. Pentagram was riff goodness. The last song was pretty lame way to end the discography, to be honest. Well, besides the EP, but before that, it was a pretty lame way to end. The last song's stupid. But yeah, as usual, you know, like in this area, there's like good songs and a lot I don't really care about, but it is definitely getting better. Okay. Now, it wouldn't be a DK Media Music without one spicy take, right? So, bear with me on this next one. So, Roots is very interesting because I actually listened to it twice. The first time I heard it, it was lower. Several spots lower, actually. But going back to it, after hearing just the whole second half of the discography, it really made me at least appreciate it a lot more. Because there is nothing in his discography that sounds like this album. It is wholly unique, for better or worse. Because, I mean, we're going full on, like, nu metal shit, alright? And I don't like nu metal. That's why it's rather low. I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but I do think the title track is the best fucking song from this band. That is the GOAT right there. Cutthroat, Spit, Dusted are all pretty solid too, but there are a lot of songs I don't fucking like at all. Like, after Born Stubborn, it drops pretty hard. Like, you get, like, the acoustic, which is, the track was just fine. But then, whatever it's called, where it's just, like, the chants the whole time, And then the last Canyon Jam is just 13 minutes. Again, just a fucking giant waste of time. Which I am not listening to that song in full ever. And it is their longest record by far. I mean, because of that stupid ass Canyon Jam song. But yeah, I don't really want to listen to this in full again. Because, I mean, it is carried massively by the title track. But yeah, this falls more in line with, like, I appreciate it more than I actually like it. Because yeah, it's very unique and a lot of cool stuff going for it. Because honestly, I thought the whole discography was going to kind of sound like this, with like the whole Brazilian, like, drumming and everything, and like the chanting. I just wish there weren't tracks that was literally just chanting, because it's like, I'm not listening to this, bro. Are you kidding me? You know, this is the first album where I felt like they started giving a shit again. You know, with like Convicted in Life. It was pretty good. The main riff in Nuclear 7 was pretty damn good. I mean, did the record need 4 intro tracks? I don't think so. But, I mean, it was pretty short and sweet record that, yeah, it was pretty solid. And we made it to our top 5, kicking off with Machine Messiah. And the title track is most certainly the best Derek Green-led Sepultura song, without a question. Like the long chords in the intro with like the low vocals. Honestly, man, I wish he did more like clean vocals, because I think he does a pretty good job. Like the screaming stuff is fine, but man, I probably because it happened very seldomly, but yeah, like those low vocals were really good. But yeah, like the build in it till it explodes, does the usual stuff. It was pretty good. But yeah, I think that is their best song with that dude. I Am the Enemy was solid. The intro to Iceberg Dances is pretty sick. More symphonic parts coming in with like Sworn of Oath are really cool. And yeah, I got it. Big ups to the vocal performance on this album. And the best of the Derek Green records goes to Alex. Just, for the love of God, do not listen to the remaster. My goodness. I played it immediately after I finished the record because I wanted to hear how it sounded like. And holy fucking God, was it trash. Actually might be even worse than Morbid Vision's production with that fucking remaster. It was fucking bad. But anyway, the intro to We've Lost You was pretty sick. I really like the acoustic part with the heavy riff creeping its way in. Pretty cool. What I Do was solid. Sadistic Values was pretty interesting because it's a completely different song in the second half. Enough Said was a kick-ass thrash song. I mean, even like the classical song on here was pretty cool. Definitely didn't expect that, but a very nice addition to the record. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it was surprisingly like really solid. Bunch of interludes that just don't need to be there. I mean, I didn't even know they had so many concept albums, but like they have several, and this is one of them. Which, I mean, I guess the interludes make sense, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, especially when I hear people just dismissing the entirety of this whole section of Sepultura, and I hear this, and it's like, I mean, okay, maybe it should be under a different name, but yeah, for what it is, it was pretty damn good. But that's it. That's enough of the bullshit, as a lot of people would say. Time to get into the real good shit. Beneath the Remains, the bronze medal going to, and yeah, bro, Inner Self, really cool. Few drum parts I really like in the bridge. Mass Hypnosis was pretty sick. Primitive Future is like Slayer levels of speed. This shit ruled. Would recommend. Our runner-up is going to be Arise. Breakdown in Dead Cells was pretty gnarly. Desperate Cry, Murder, good ass shit. Like Under Siege was a kind of a weird song, but that was about it. Was just another solid ass record from this upcoming band. And yeah, not much else to say except leading into our number one, which kind of beats ass. Bro, like the first 3 or 4 songs, man, was just all so fucking good, man. The percussion and shit in the beginning of Refuse, so fucking cool. Territory is really tight. Love the bridge especially. Obviously we have Slave New World, which as I mentioned earlier, I already knew I fucking loved. And even hearing the original, bro, this shit fucking rips. It's so goddamn cool. This is album number 5, but it wasn't until here where it really clicked in my head, or like in my ears, where you could really feel Max was just screaming as loud as he possibly can. I don't know how the hell the mic didn't clip, but man, I really felt the passion. And look, man, I understand why everyone, so many people jumped off the wagon after Roots. And hearing this is like, I understand why, because nothing ever came close to like the shit that was on this album. Like, the trajectory was just up, up, up. Like from Morbid Visions to this album, it just kept going up. And I really, oh god, I really wish Roots stuck with me more, because that would have been very impressive. But anyway, pretty much every single song on here, bro. Like Amen, another one where Igor has several goated parts. I actually rewound the track just so I could hear it again. Manifest is a little annoying with this, like the heavy samples, but that's pretty much it, man. Like, this is a front to back fucking masterpiece, almost masterpiece of an album. And yeah, like I know I'm not alone in not loving Roots, but I also think I'm not alone in thinking that this album is the fucking best. Because yeah, this shit ruled really good, really well, and I am very glad I finally dove into this band so I can hear shit like this. This was awesome. So that's my list. Let me know what your list is down below. Like, it was just exciting, man. It was like a band I discovered by myself. Nobody gave me an album. Nobody told me to listen to them. I just did for the love of the game, and it was really cool. So the next band I'm ranking is not going to be that very much a band that you guys have given me. But hell yeah, man. I hope the EP is good, but they already put out the last song. I mean, weird to have the last track be the single, and it was just kind of whatever. So I'm not expecting too much out of it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video.